Today I'm going to be doing a review of Transformers, Age of the Primes, Alchemist Prime, your friendly neighborhood bartender, or as he's also known, McAdam. There he is in the box. Artwork on the side, 17 steps for transformation. The side of the box has some more artwork of other primes in the line. Till all are one, it says up on the top there. And there he is again with his accessories, his weapons. And the back has some more rendering, 17 steps, and his accessory there. And there he is in the box. I just, really quick, if you bear with me, wanted to talk about this packaging design. I think the consensus is that most of Transformers fans like it. They all think it's pretty great. I think it's pretty great too, but I just wanted to point out something. Does this give anyone else the vibes, or is it just me? The vibe of like what we as a society thought like elegance or high end was back in like the 1980s or early 1990s. I could be wrong about that, but like it just kind of like the black and like the gold or the bronze with a little bit of red there. It just kind of reminds me of like when I don't know, maybe I'm the only one here. When you were a kid and your parents would take you to like a high end restaurant or like a high end like department store. Or if you've ever been in the back of a limo at that time period, it was always like kind of like that black with like the bronze or the gold touchings. Uh, am I alone on this? Like service merchandise sort of display cases? I don't know. There's one person out there that's like, yeah, I get what he's saying. Or maybe I'm just alone on this. But anyway, there he is in the box. I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit because that's the kind of the vibe I get with this packaging design. And here we have Alchemist Prime out of package. I gotta say, I really like this character design. I think he looks really great. I especially like the head sculpt they went with that mustachioed look with the goggles. He has that crest on, kind of like Optimus has. I really love the colors, the green and the kind of bronze they went with. They work really well together, especially alongside that gunmetal gray and black that he has going around. And you can see his design is pretty filled out, and no real kibble, no real hollow spaces. I mean, he has that windscreen on the back there, but I mean, what are you going to do? I think he looks great. The one thing I do have to point out is he feels a little, I don't know, kind of hollow in hand, but I mean, of course, he's going to be a little hollow because he has to unfold and fold back up into a truck. And his accessories it comes with, not too many, just these two lens pieces that can combine in the center there to make kind of his spectacles. And you can see one of them does have a print on it, kind of giving off some Cyber Planet key vibes. And he can hold on to these either with these pegs, can go into his hand, or if you want, he has a little slot there, and this can go inside right there for some gun action. I mean, depending on where you want to put it. I mean, he does have some on his shoulders too, so you can put him on his shoulders as well. That's the beauty of these guys. You can just kind of use their accessories however you see fit. Because they are toys. It's up to your imagination. So there's the figure with his accessories. Now let's get into the articulation. So Alchemist Prime is packing the standard articulation you would see on most Transformers. His head is on a ball joint, can look up and down, turn left and right, but he can't go all the way around actually because his head sculpt and his collarbone there kind of stop his movement, which is kind of a shame. His shoulders are on that swinge joint, so they can go up and down all the way around. He can go out about a T-pose. He has that bicep swivel, which I think is great. His elbow joint can go to about 90. No wrist articulation, such a shame. Some people will count that the transformer joint right there as a point of articulation. I don't. I mean, does that make any sense to you? Who does that? And also, his waist swivel goes all the way around, unhindered. His hip joints are on kind of not a ball joint, but a hinge joint with a swivel. And he has that thigh swivel right there and go up all the way there, back pretty nice ways away. And he does have a knee joint that goes about 90. And he also has that ankle rocker joint that I think comes standard with all Transformers. I think other Transformers laugh at the ones that don't have the ankle rocker joint now because it's just such a standard articulation piece. Doesn't even have anything to do with transformation. It's just they can all do that now for some maximum posage. So that's his articulation. Now let's take a look at his alt mode. And here we have Alchemist Prime in his alt mode. No transformation again. Sorry about that. I actually did try to film one, but the way I have this set up, it's kind of difficult for me to reach over and film it. And like I said earlier, there are plenty of other YouTubers out there that have great comprehensive transformations if you ever want to take a look at any of those. I just want to talk about the toy. So this is his Cybertronian truck mode. It does look like it could be an Earth-based vehicle as well. You know, I mean, look at it. Doesn't it kind of look like an armored truck of some kind? It has steps on the side. It does look great. It feels great in the hand. The transformation is nice and not too complicated, I will say. It's pretty easy to do. The only thing I don't like about it is the back end. Like you can see his hands are kind of sticking out there, kind of giving off those War for Cybertron, Optimus Prime vibes. Yes, his feet are clearly right there. They could have put some sort of like uh, tail lights right here. And you say, oh, it's a Cybertronian vehicle. Why do they need tail lights? I don't know. Why do they need front end lights? Why do they need a freaking windscreen? Why do they need steps? Because they're based off of. Let's be real. These are based off of Earth vehicles, right? I mean, this is probably going to be retooled into something else at a later date. We'll see. As far as the wheels are concerned, he does roll pretty nice, you know, for being mushroom pegged on wheels. His accessories, if you want, you can take them and you can plug them right here up on the top, like so. Or if you want to, I like doing this, you can take his little hand out there. Hello there. And you can take this piece and just kind of place it right in his hand. So he's holding on to it like, okay, now that looks a little ridiculous. Let's do the other side. There you go. Imagine this rolling at you. It's for wind resistance. It's for speed. It makes him go faster. So yeah, there is his alt mode. Pretty good, I will say. I do like the design. I love the colors. Only note is the back end. But, you know, if the hands weren't sitting out there, I couldn't do that ridiculous look. So there you have it. And now it's time for the size comparison. Here I have him with a lineup of random figures, but of course, to get a better idea of how tall he is, let's get the tape measure out, and here you can see he's at about 5.5 inches. So that will give you an idea of just how he's going to fit into your own toy collection. And now it's recommendation time. Do I recommend Alchemist Prime? Yes, I recommend him, but I feel like I tend to recommend most of the toys I review. Look, I like toys. It's kind of, you know, my hobby, and I don't normally buy figures that I don't like. It happens. It happens. But this one, I gotta say, I do like this one, and I can recommend him. He's a great, like, kind of entry level Transformer for anyone that's trying to look into getting into them, but they don't know, you know, they don't want anything too complicated. And this is also great for people who are actively collecting Transformers because he is a kind of a deep lore figure. I think this is the first time we've gotten this character in a toy, and it's a great representation. I mean, that head alone is like reason enough to get this guy. So, yes, I have to give my recommendation for Alchemist Prime. I say go out and pick him up, or don't. Have a good one.